So, hi everyone, and welcome back to my second stream of my 21st birthday, where I just need to get my camera and everything set up. But in 1 minute's time, I'm going to be turning 21 years old officially, because it is at 9:40 that I officially turn 21. So if I can actually get this camera to work, I kind of regret using this, but yeah, my whole kind of adolescence or whatever, my childhood is over in 1 minute's time, and it is 9:39 at the minute. I'm just gonna get rid of this phone, seriously. It just isn't helping me out. Now, where's my other phone? Because I wanted to show what time it was. I mean, it's literally about to be 9:40, and I don't have anything prepared because I didn't know if I was going to, like, when I was going to do everything. Obviously, I can just use my Apple Watch. So it's just turned 9:40, which apparently is the time I was born, on September the 16th, 2004. Right, we'll just put that there. I thought, you know what, we'll use my iPhone because it'll look better, but it just ended up ruining everything, didn't it? Anyway, there's that. So I'm officially 21, and I thought, you know what, if I can stream that, then that'd be good. I don't really have any plans for this part of the stream. Obviously, I did my main stream yesterday anyway, but yeah, I thought I'd at least stream that. So yeah, normally I'd put my tripod somewhere else for my camera, but it's just, my room is in such a mess at the minute from sorting things out that I just can't do it. I mean, just look at my desk. It's like it's all over the place right now. I'm getting all these horrible angles of myself. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. So I'm literally just holding my MacBook up, which I am streaming from as well. Like it's massively janky. Let's see what microphone I'm even using here. If I switch to this one, it should mean that I can just kind of carry this around and it's not going to affect the stream too much. So hopefully that's now perfect. So yeah, the main thing that happened today for me was Ariana Grande tickets came out, pre-sale. Let me just check that this is actually working here. But yeah, pre-sale tickets came out, and the main thing that happened today, yeah, it's actually working really quite well. Merry Christmas. Thank you, bro. But yeah, no. Pre-sale came out. I was on a driving lesson. I completely. To be fair, it's not fair to say that I'd forgotten that pre-sale was coming out today, because I didn't. I thought they'd moved it from the 16th of September. I'd heard and literally seen. I thought it was an official page that I'd seen had posted. I think it was on her website that said Ariana Grande tour pre-sale is moving to like the 19th or whatever. And I will have to just answer this 1 second. That was just my mum ringing, and she was like, "Happy birthday, and you're now nearly 21." So actually, I wasn't right. I think it's like 9:45. So let me get my other phone out so that I can actually show you. I can actually show you as it turns to 9:45. I would use this. I've just bought this like alarm clock thing, but it just isn't working. So that's amazing. I want to clean up the background a bit, but you know, it is what it is. Where is my other phone? Like, it's gonna happen again. I'm gonna miss the freaking time again because of not being prepared. Like, obviously, I wasn't trying to be. It's 9:44. I wasn't even trying to be prepared for this because I didn't know I was going to do it. But it's just like everything that I need to be in place is nowhere to be found. Anyway, so I thought the pre-sale was on the 19th or whatever. I think they put it back, but evidently some of the tickets were going out today. I think general sale must have been on the 16th and pre-sale must have been the 14th or something, and then they pushed it back, so then it was 16th and 18th, which would have been perfect for me, except I was on a driving lesson and I didn't know that everything was still going to be today, so I didn't get rid of the driving lesson. I shouldn't have even done it in the first place, to be honest with you. It's my birthday, for crying out loud. It's my 21st birthday. I don't need to be doing a driving lesson, although it is my last one, hopefully ever, which is very, you know, that's something. But I just did that instead. You know, I did that instead of I was on the road instead of getting tickets, and I came home and it was like an hour before I realised, when I went on Twitter just by chance, that pre-sale had started. So I got straight in line. I was on my MacBook. I had about 2 different tabs open. I had Access and Ticketmaster open, and I've never bought tickets using Ticketmaster before, or I think I've used Access, but like in a roundabout way. I think I bought some tickets through Viagogo and they gave me them through Access. So I've never bought tickets that way, and I wasn't even able to. So I sat there for hours looking at this. A lot of the early part of my day was focused on that. And I sat there working through all the different things. I was trying to get one of the sites, you know, one of the dates on one of the sites, and I just found nothing. There was absolutely nothing. And all that time, I don't know when it was. Let me have a look. I think it was late August. Just trying to get Lalo to work. This was the 28th of August. I was just trying to get pre-sale codes from Lalo, and they came through right at the end of the night, and I finally managed to get my link, and finally managed to get my pre-sale code, which I don't really know what it does. You know, I don't think it takes down the cost or anything. It just lets you access pre-sale, and that would have been great, except for the fact that obviously I didn't end up managing to find anything. And the thing is, I thought, well, there's got to be some chance, whatever, you know, whatsoever, that I can that I might be able to get just a random date. You know, I'm tuned into the other room now. But yeah, I was like, there's got to be some chance that I'm going to be able to get, you know, a Tuesday or something. Or at the start, I was like properly optimistic. I was like, I'm probably going to get one of the good dates. And as it happened, I didn't manage to get anything. I even got a second computer out. I got my other laptop. Don't know where that is even. Like, this room is in such a mess. I've not been coming in here for the past few days because I've cleaned some of it up to the point where it's like more usable and like better long term. But, you know, most of it still hasn't been put back yet. So it's just an absolute mess, and it's driving me a little bit mad every time I come in here. So yeah, I just haven't really spent much time doing anything. But anyway, this doesn't have cinematic mode, does it? Let's have a look at this. So if I do Sam's iPhone camera, and if I do portrait, look at that, that's looking a lot fancier. So you guys are going to get the premium experience here for my 21st. So I think I am officially 21 now. And my watch has just gone to dark mode or night mode or whatever it is. 9:48 p.m. if it'll just actually show it. Please just show. There we go. So 9:48 p.m. And yeah, that's it. I am now 21. When I started this stream, technically I wasn't, but I mean, when I started the last stream, I definitely um, wasn't. So here we go. Just trying to. What are they saying in the other room? Anyway, let's go over some of the stuff I got. So mainly I just got money. That's what I've kind of had for my birthday for the past few years, honestly. But let me just have a look at this. So, but I also got, my brother asked me if I wanted to get, already have Thank You next, and I was about to say, you know, I haven't really bothered with merch for Ariana Grande, and I haven't really bothered with it for many other artists either, you know, that I listen to a lot. And I was like, in the moment, I was like, I don't really want you to spend loads of money on a Sweetener vinyl for me. Obviously, I want it, but I was like, don't go out of your way to buy it. But he did end up buying me a vinyl, so now I was like, you know, I wish I'd have asked for Sweetener. But I now own, and this is an absolutely iconic album. Like, obviously, say what you will about the guy, I don't really listen to him as much anymore because I tried not to let the allegations kind of taint his music, but in the end they did a little bit. But honestly, one of the best pop musicians, if not the best, you know, male pop musician ever to live, Michael Jackson, and the best album as well, the best of his albums. One of pretty much, you know, one of the best pop albums ever. On vinyl from HMV. This was apparently £30, which I'm not surprised about. It's the one with the lion on it, or the tiger. And I was this morning I was like, it's like the Mandela effect. I know that there's not a tiger on there, but I also knew there was a version with a tiger on there. I was like, that must have been on like a deluxe edition or something. And then I opened up the actual thing because I wasn't sure whether to take the cellophane off, but I thought, I'm displaying it, I want it to look good. So I did take it off and opened it up, and there it is. It's the little tiger cub. So there's that. And what I didn't realise was that Human Nature was on this album. Is you know, I normally listen to it on like greatest hits albums and stuff, but yeah, there it is. So there's Thriller, Wanna Be Starting Something. I was listening to that a few days ago. I just had this craving to listen to Wanna Be Starting Something, which is probably, it's not where the Michael Jackson thing, where did that come from? I haven't listened to him properly in years. I genuinely don't know where he got the idea from, but I was listening to Wanna Be Starting Something and Rock With You, which is on Off the Wall. It's not on Thriller. A few days ago, and Pretty Young Thing. Actually, I don't know if it was that one. Which one was on this? I think it was either The Girl Is Mine. No, it wasn't. I can't remember what song I was listening to. It was like Pretty Young Thing, but it was a different one that I just the name escapes me right now, unless it was that one. But yeah. And obviously all the classics, you know, Billie Jean and stuff. I heard the bass line in 2021. One of the most memorable moments from 2021 was when I was at this music convention in the middle of the year. Actually, I think it was towards the end. And there wasn't much going on, but we went to this music thing. And there were these floor-to-ceiling speakers, like absolutely huge. And there was loads of them, and there was, you know, smaller ones, bigger ones, you know, tall ones, and they were playing music through them. And I just remember the bass line. They were just playing the bass line, you know, at the very beginning of Billie Jean, and just the sound of it. I still remember that. It was incredible. Like, it made the bass line stand out in a way that I never, you know, had ever heard it before, and it's an iconic line as well. But there you go. Sam's actually into his music, as it goes, as it turns out. So there we go. I mean, in a day's time, all of this will be, well, in a couple of hours' time, really, it will be history. It will be old news. But there's that. So I also got tickets to see a Smiths tribute act, which I wasn't expecting at all. So, and it was from somebody, family friends that I've got thoughtful gifts from them in the past. I think I got like a Lego set from them when I was like 10 or something, but I haven't had anything like that in years. So I wasn't expecting it. And yeah, I think they've made a post about me. That's what my mum was ringing about, for the record. That's why I'm looking on Facebook. Here we go. Happy birthday, Sam. There we go. Lovely. And he's put his new synthesizer on there as well. Cause last time they were round. That's what we were talking about, basically, the whole time, kind of music and all that kind of thing. But yeah, it is official. So that's my birthday. Spent most of the day, as I say, looking at pre-sale. I went out for a meal. I've been out for now 3. One with my grandma, one with my sort of other side of my family, grandparents on that side of the family, and with my mum. And I'm going out with my dad on Thursday. So I'm literally, I haven't had a proper like home cooked dinner in days. But yeah, so I did that as well. That was really nice tonight. And that was the way that I spent the evening. And yeah, other than that, that is pretty much the day. I wanted to do more. I want to potentially make some TikToks tonight. I don't know what to do just yet, but I'm thinking maybe it'll kind of come to me when I start. So yeah, we'll see. Also, I've got the middle part going again. It's been driving me a little bit mad today. I mean, I watch Regal Gentleman, and he says, don't try to change your muscle memory. Or I don't try to change a client's muscle memory too drastically when I'm changing their hair, because my muscle memory is to do this or this, to just push my hair out of the way. Or to not have to do that, and just to have a fringe that's not long enough to even have to worry about it, and that's perfect. Or to have a fringe that goes down, just enough to where I can just kind of pull it down, but it's not like push it down, but it's not like pushed over to one side or the other. This is, having a middle part is just a really awkward. I've got to put a screen there because I keep turning around, and that's not how you stream. That's not how you look at a camera. But anyway, yeah, it's different muscle memory, and also the middle part's not great. One side is off from the other, as usual, but looks a damn sight better than it did earlier, because kind of after wash day it looks terrible for like the first 12 hours, and it starts to look a bit better. But yeah, President Trump's on his state visit, which is why I almost missed the stream, because I was like, I didn't know whether I was going to do it at all. I was like, you know what, I might just spend the time in front of the TV with my family. But my mum turned off the TV, and she was like, I don't really want to watch this anyway. So I was like, all right, I will go and do a stream. Sign from God, clearly. So yeah, there we go. So I will probably make a TikTok. I'm not going to be on stream for too long. Not going to do chats through. I do wonder, did I have anything through yesterday? I don't think I did. When was the last time I made a video? Because Here we go. I just got a message from my grandma. That's not great, actually, because I needed to find some time to actually ring her earlier today. I actually said that. She didn't even suggest it. I suggested it. I'll probably ring her tomorrow. But yeah, I was planning on doing that because I want to do more of that stuff now that I'm getting older. But yeah, I need to get back to her. But yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Completely derailed myself. I don't know. But yeah. There's that. Let's go back on a hit. Oh, there we go. So I was gonna say I want to make more videos, but it's going to be a lot easier to make videos because I'm just going to make them in a much more kind of, well, vlog, unedited style. I mean, this vlog here that I'm watching, the nighttime one, it was a lot more kind of edited than it looks. It was kind of effortless to record, but at the same time, I spent a lot of time kind of curating clips and stuff. So I don't want to do as much of that. If I can help it. Some of these videos were genuinely really good, like the D'Amelio show video. When was that? 5 months ago. That was on my half birthday, wasn't it? Or I think it was a month after my half birthday. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty cool. What else have I posted? I do want to kind of get back to you know, doing stuff like this. Oh my gosh, the inauguration. It feels so weird watching myself. Like watching this version of myself, you know? Like this isn't me 3 years ago, this isn't me 7, 8 years ago, which is obviously very young. This is me now, you know? It's really strange. And, you know, even this old stream that I'm watching here looks... This is starting to look quite old. This is starting to kind of feel like a different era in some ways. I'm gonna have to change my description because all my videos from the past year have said how old are you? 20. So let me just do that. Customization, home tab. Actually no, profile. Oh, I actually just took away the description thing anyway. So that doesn't even factor in. So there we go. Routes into my old tech YouTube channel. I remember doing these things, but I almost... it feels a little bit kind of strange that I did now. Like it kind of... It feels like something that I would think to do but not actually do, but I do remember actually recording them. Looks like it was quite well put together as well, this video. I used to imagine I was Austin Evans and I would stand in my dad's room, right? So he had, well, not actually, it was my dad's house, he bought it, but it was originally the family home. And he, you know, in this room downstairs that we had put on, it was like a brand new room in like 2012, 2013. There was these massive sort of sliding glass doors, and Austin Evans used to have these massive windows with like diffused blinds, you know, blinds to diffuse the light. And he used to record in front of those, and and we had this dining table that we moved in there, and I used to imagine I was Austin Evans, like unboxing stuff. I probably used to take my packages and like new, you know, stuff like that downstairs and open them on that table, because that was what I wanted to do when I was 13. I think I started that channel when I was 12. Actually, I wasn't 13, but you know, that was when I was running the channel the most, I think, or when I was like early 13. It might have been mostly when I was 12. Either way, yeah, that was what I was looking to do at the time. You know, make tech videos. I thought it was brilliant. The name of that channel, I thought, straight to the point. That's exactly what I'm making. But I kind of branched off from that. By accident, actually, I stopped posting to the channel. I wasn't going to stop posting that type of video, but I think it was... I can kind of distinctly remember being 15 and kind of starting to watch reality shows and going, I want to go down the influencer route. I want to be an influencer. You know, I want to be a video content creator. I don't just want to be making tech videos and stuff. I don't want just to be going on about the latest Pixel or whatever, you know. which is the latest video on my channel. It was from when the Pixel 3a came out, and it was kind of back to the idea of what my first channel was about in the first place, which was actually which was, let me have a look. On my original channel, it was all about, you know, reviewing random things. You know, we literally, me and my brother, we had a setup. I was more into it was my channel, but like I was more into the video making than he was. But I used to take over his room, and we'd like co-host in front of this unit that I put out, which was like a desk essentially, and we'd just sit there and talk like it was, you know, my panel or whatever, and I'd like introduce whatever we were doing for the day, and then, you know, just tell him to just go off and talk about it or whatever. And I remember one time there's a lost media clip, which I do have. It's not lost, but you know, it's not on the internet. And I don't know why I never posted it. It's really strange. But I recorded on my iPad. I think I just didn't think it was finished. Like, it wouldn't have been because I was like embarrassed about it or anything, because I wasn't. It would have been just because it wasn't finished. And there was a video with my grandma where I got her behind the desk, and I was like, you know, talking about something completely random. It was a pretty awkward video, I think, but funny, and not awkward in like in an awkward way, but just awkward in kind of in that kind of funny way, where it's just like I'm being a kid and I'm like, Grandma, get in my YouTube video, and yeah, that was that definitely still exists. I just never posted it. I need to change my bio on Facebook. I'll do that later. It's got some stuff that isn't actually true anymore. But yeah, so yeah, that I kind of went back to what my original channel was about, but just like expanded it when I came back. I did an Ariana Grande channel, which wasn't, you know, it was supposed to be a side thing by that point. You know, the tech videos were supposed to be, you know, when I was doing it. Actually, I think it was still a side channel, to be fair. But the podcast was definitely a side thing. And then this channel here that I made in 2020, I made it, started posting edits on it. 100 points if you can guess who the person I was that was editing. Originally, because I was making videos anyway. I was making Minecraft videos. It was always my channel, you know, for my videos. But I posted those on there to help my channel get traction once I realised that they would. Initially, I put them on there literally just to have a place to send my edits to people from, because I really liked some of the stuff I was making. I really liked, you know, the way that I was putting everything together. So yeah, I've always been interested in like video editing and stuff, but like it was also just the community, you know, when you're editing, you know, there's a community type of thing to it. But then eventually I got so far into that I was like, how am I, where's my off ramp here? I'm gonna have to be an editing channel for a while, because I see, you know, I got like 2,000 subscribers from it. So I was like, I want to carry this on. I want to keep this going. And it completely distracted me for about 2-3 years, and it felt like a really long time, because it was. Now that's a good, you know, 1/8 of my life just making those types of videos. And I never forgot what the purpose of the channel was, but I didn't post that, you know, more sort of videos like this for ages. I didn't post a face cam video on this channel for ages, even though I'd posted loads on my old channel, but nobody that subscribed to this would know what that was. But yeah, yeah, it was strange. I eventually decided, you know, I'm going to stop doing that. I've outgrown it anyway. But yeah, I think I've taken all of those videos down, but I have them all unlisted. They are in a playlist. None of them are deleted. But I might put, you know, 1 or 2 of them back up because they were quite good. But yeah, that was always kind of, look at this cool thing that I made, which became, you know, this is how I'm going to grow my channel. And then I just kind of had to eventually come back because I was like, I'm going to use this channel now. I've got all the subscribers on it, and it probably wasn't a very good idea because they're all inactive. But I was like, you know, I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to try and build up on it. But yeah, how's it going, Mohammed? I don't know when you posted that, but how's it going? So yes, I was. Here we go. Happy birthday! Thank you, thank you. I was thinking of wrapping up the stream, but I'll stay on for a few more minutes now. So yeah, that was how my channel came to be. This camera quality is definitely a lot better. I think you can zoom in as well. You can definitely crop it like that. I'll use this in the future. It's just a bit of a pain to set up. And also it distracts me because I'm looking at my computer screen over there instead of just looking at the camera. Because I'm paranoid that it's not framed right, even though I'm literally looking at it. It will be. I need to get used to it again. I'm just used to, you know how everyone's used to talking to their phone, like in selfie mode. You can see yourself, you know, through the preview screen, whereas this is literally just talking to a blank lens. You feel like a TV presenter or something. But yeah. Ten. I thought it was later than that. I thought I'd been on stream for longer. How long have I been on the stream for? 31 minutes. So it's been quite a while. What other things have I put up? Eternal Sunshine Deluxe is a Sweetness stan. Watching I've already seen that one. Go to my first house event. I can't believe how many videos I posted this year. There's only about 6, but it's more than I kind of thought I had. And they're quite good as well. They're quite good quality. I'm kind of shocked. I was a lot more productive than I thought. Like I made decent videos. I just don't really like them because they're. I felt like I was just kind of making videos to fit a brief as opposed to just like randomly turning on the camera and saying whatever silly thing came to my mind. Oh my gosh, I got the same hairstyle. Wicked didn't live up to the hype, and it really didn't. I was talking about this today. The Wicked movie just. Thank you, bro. Keep it up. Stay consistent. I will try to. I'm on TikTok mostly, but I will. As I'm growing on there, I will come back to here and I will seriously lock in on YouTube. I find it easier to kind of get short form ideas, but still, not always. But yeah, I was talking about that though. Wicked 2's coming out this year, and I was like, the first one just really wasn't that interesting in the first place. I'm not really the kind of person that gets into like, you know, magical worlds and stuff like Oz and Narnia and Harry Potter, but still. Live clip. I didn't make it to his last concert, so that was the Nines one, wasn't it? This one was completely unedited, I think, but I just had like a good thumbnail for it, a good thumbnail idea. And I had a pretty good intro for this one. Right. In fact, I haven't been. It's 8 o'clock. This was another good video. 9 months ago. That is crazy. I can't believe some of these videos. My review of Britney's book. This was one of the first videos I posted with Facecam, I think. Actually, no, it wasn't. I started doing that ages ago. Years ago.
So
but it's one of the like,
this came out last year. Britney Spears got out of her consent.
Yeah, that was a crazy book. I was reading that on the way to university for weeks. Do I live in the USA? No, I don't. But I honestly, it's always been the place that I wanted to visit. You know, I've been, but I've always, you know, wanted to go back. You know, a lot of the time, and I would live there in the future. But also at the same time, I'm like, I've always said that I would, like, but at the same time, I'm like, I live in the UK. I really like it here, and I've got family here and friends here. So I'm like, would I actually uproot over there? Like, in principle, yes, but actually, who knows? I'd probably split my time over there. Like, it really is a place that I would want to, you know, spend a lot of time over if I kind of had more of the choice. So
I work towards that. Exposing my chaotic Spotify playlist. That was literally just me just trying to come up with like a video idea. And the turning 20. Oh my gosh, that was a year ago today. So I didn't do a stream, but I did a vlog. That's what I did. And I think it is officially really my good 20th birthday. I can't believe it, to be honest. Especially after last night. I literally stayed up until midnight. Finished off my
I made this video
vlog for yesterday, which I still haven't posted yet. And I was up all night just thinking, I'm not going to be a teenager, I'm not going to be a teenager. Early. I was way in over my head, seriously. Way in over my head for that one. It definitely. Checking out the gifts. Oh, I didn't get anything for that birthday, did I? I got like 4 cans of beer or something. Like, that's what I was expecting this time. I genuinely wasn't expecting anything. That is so strange. And I did the eyebrow slit as well. Not sure why I did that, but I did. Why was I just sitting on my phone in the front seat of the car? I just thought it was a good angle, which it is, but it's like I can't drive still. Looking at old photos, I don't remember doing any of this. That's what a year does to you, seriously. A load of streaks and birthday snaps that I mean, I don't have any streaks almost anymore. I have 2. I've got rid of them all. Yeah, that's crazy. And that was the meal I had afterwards. What's this? I want to find the actual moment when I actually turned 20, because I got that on video, I think. I did get it on video, I don't know if I used it though. Half of the video is pixelated as well, that's weird. What the hell happened? Is that my internet? It can't be. Wow. Old photos of my dad and brother and stuff. Snapchat interlude. I had no idea what I was doing for this. I did energize. Editing it and stuff. Have to come. Actually, how I was going to structure the video, because I was doing it as I was recording the clips. But yeah, it didn't turn out terribly considering. I'm not really a massive editor. I don't really like to just do that kind of thing. You know, I don't like to mess with what I'm making too much. Why the TikTok ban is happening for the wrong reasons. I talk about social media. 15th of March 2024. This is the thing I'm talking about. I had a phase when I made loads of videos that I just didn't really care about. I was literally just, you know, going on about what was on my mind and not putting any effort into it and not even being discerning about what I was actually talking about. I was just like, this would have just been because it came into my head. I was like, oh, this is video worthy, but like, it wasn't really, I guess. So I ended up unlisting all of those videos, and the first video on my channel is the Spotify one, and that was months later, like 6 months later. Actually, to the day, it was 6 months later to the day. That's crazy. That wasn't planned, but it was on the 15th of September, and the other one was 15th of March. And I'd just been posting, like, what's this one? Inverted filter video. This might be able to go up. Let's watch it and see if it can go back up. Oh, it's awful. I have a pretty cool looking studio room though. Let's see if I can, like, split screen this. So here's my screen. I'll just put it like down here. You don't really have to see it that well anyway. So let's just put it down there. So this is it. I'm gonna have it on mute, but here we go. So right now on TikTok, this was completely and utterly a clout chasing video. There was nothing else to it. This was literally just me making like a TikTok worthy video, you know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this can stay down. There's my old iPhone, look at that. The glasses made my face look so strange. I still have those, I still wear them sometimes. I've got similar ones here. I don't really wear them that often, but I've had to because I broke my other ones. That is is so strange. Let's get rid of that. What else have I got on here? Bose SoundLink Color 2. I think this was just... it wasn't supposed to be a video. I just posted it unlisted because I wanted to make an unboxing video just for myself. Where my channel is going to go in 2024. And this was New Year's Day. A video that I just randomly put up there. Again, I just wanted to make that video. No other reason to it. I just wanted to make that video. There we go, finally. Got a bloody happy birthday from him. And it took him all day. I haven't got happy birthdays from some people that I thought I would and should have, and some people that I never would have expected to did, and I got presents, as I said, that I never expected to get, which was really strange. It's been a bit of a backwards day, but I guess it kind of is sometimes. How social media, again, this is just a clickbait one. It was good, well, a decent video, as much as it can be in 2 minutes and 53 seconds, and the thumbnail was good. But yeah, otherwise. Again, I just thought, I'm going to vlog, but I had nothing interesting to do. And that was the reason I didn't make vlogs for so many years. I had nothing interesting to do. And the one day that I actually had the motivation to make one, was no exception. So here I was walking around with my mate. I bought a gaming headset, which I think it's on the floor somewhere. And this is before I had my room switched around, my setup. What's going on? My watch keeps pinging. But yeah. It's quite a good setup, this, but it was on the wrong wall. I didn't have any plug sockets or anything. And also, I like it more where I can look outside the window, whereas before I just was staring at a wall. Photo feeler. Why did I make a video on this? Like, this is not that long ago. It's a year and a half, 2 years. It's not even 2 years. No, it is 2 years. What does it say a year ago? It is literally over 2 years ago. Oh, no, it isn't. 23rd of September. I just turned 19 then. That makes sense. My M2 MacBook Air one-port desk setup. AKA, I had a MacBook dock. And actually, I had this one that I'm using right now. I just had one that I'd stolen from my mum's work that she had to get rid of. And I've just bought a new one. I hate everything about this. Everything about that video. So bad. And there we go, 2021. So now it's getting like really old. I think this was the first ever Facecam video then. This one here. Nike Air Force One unboxing. Seriously. This is why these videos don't exist anymore, guys. Like, this is why I took them all down. And it's also why I won't be taking this one down, because I've got no reason to. Yes, and live reaction. This might be alright. I might be able to leave this up.
Back to another video where today is just going to be a really quick live stream because I wanted to react to Yes and...
Didn't they just get rid of half this video because it was copyrighted?
Because I can. Now, I've listened to the song far too many times. Let me just show you how many times I've listened to this so far. If I go to my Stats FM, I've listened to this almost 30 times, I would say. I don't know, but let me see. So this has got me back into...
I shouldn't have done it live. That was the only problem. I did it live, which meant that I got copyright struck and I lost half the video.
Ariana Grande massively, but
I can't remember why I took it down. I think it was just a bit cringe.
In a minute, but
and I just kind of was playing it to the camera a little bit.
31.
And I was like, this is something that I actually genuinely want to be reacting to. I want to be doing it properly.
Times today. That is pretty
I think that
ridiculous.
was the reason.
Proper lyrics. Like on Genius there are.
I will put this back up there.
I didn't even like the sample at the start to begin with.
What is the sample? There is
on
no sample.
about how like...
There's literally no sample. Oh no, there is a sample. I don't think it's like something taken from anywhere. I think it's just something they made in the studio while they were there. This was genuinely, this Samsung phone video here was genuinely just because I was messing around. That wasn't actually supposed to be a serious video. And I don't think this one either was. Let's see.
So hi everyone and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be trying out...
I'm starting to get a little bit more of the style that I've got now, but not really. Like it really did come last year.
OG Fortnite in 2023 but without using the actual OG Fortnite, because that's over now.
FD.
So what I've done is I've downloaded
You
Project
finally made
Era.
it.
And
Here we go. Welcome back. You're finally here on time. I'm 40 minutes late, but forget that. You're here at all, which is amazing. Problem is that you stream at the exact same time I do my workout. Are you still doing your bedroom workouts, or have you graduated to the gym yet?
going back in time to a time in Fortnite, which season 6.
I've got a subscription at my uni gym now, so I'm going to be over there.
Oh, this old.
Oh, you know what? This is actually pretty sick. I wouldn't make a video about this though.
Would have like.
I think the only reason I made it is because I played so much of like OG Fortnite back in the day. Like original 2017, 2018 Fortnite. That I was like, I've got to make a video about this. How aren't more people making content about, you know, the original Fortnite? This isn't like the modern one. This is the Fortnite that you could play. I thought that was great. It just wasn't a very good video, clearly. I need to move this a bit, don't I? This. If I'm going to be like having a camera on at all, I might as well have it there. Why have I not? I think that was just such a pointless video. Let's have a look. It's literally just me putting out content because I thought I should do before the 1st of January was over or whatever. New phone girl in GTA. Again, clickbait. So glad I took some of these down. I did think it was like, you know, good to have like a GTA 6 reaction for like history's sake. But at the same time, it was just, it was just no good. Watching the Eminem event in Fortnite. Yeah. Makes perfect sense why I took all this down. And there's actually not that much that I've made. This one, again, this was just like a random thing. Like the title of the video, and this is still up, what videos to make when you don't know what video to make. The reason I called it that was because I didn't know what video to make. So, so I literally just made a video about not knowing what to do and like pretended that was the plan. You know, the plan was to teach you what to do, when really it was just, I was just talking about my own experience. Unlisted OG Fortnite video 1. Oh, okay, that's just something else. I live in a tiny village and the nearest gym is across the country. I lived in a village as well for like all my childhood, like first 13 years or whatever, and that was, you know, nowhere near stores or a gym or anything. So I do know what that's like. Considering completely changing my another freaking hair video, bro. It actually annoys me how much I talk about it. Starting university vlog. Again, this was the thing where I didn't have any decent clips, so I just put together what I could. And I just thought I'll use different camera angles and stuff to try and make pad the video up. I just had nothing. I had nothing to like talk about in the video. iOS 17.4 release and Apple Vision Pro reaction. Is that when the Apple Vision Pro came out? I don't know. My bedroom was so different a year ago. For one thing, it wasn't in absolute tatters like it is right now. Yeah, there we go. I mean, there's pretty much everything. Live clip, Fortnite season. This would literally have just been from a live that I did randomly. I think that's when I used to cross stream to Twitch. I stopped doing that because it was pointless. I wasn't getting any streams on there anyway. It just made it more hassle to set up. Being an iPad kid got me in trouble. That was a pretty funny stream. What is this one? Like, I recorded this pretty recently. Like, I do remember what it is, but like, I don't remember what I said.
So
I remember actually getting a couple of comments on this, or one, my mum would have picked up the CD from the street and took it home to play it. Yeah, I did find like a load of CDs, like really creepy, like foreign language CDs on the street when I went to this day rave, and it was just, there was, you know, random CD cases everywhere. And I didn't want to touch them because I was like, where are these from? It's a bit creepy, you know. Are they haunted objects? But yeah, I found it very strange. But yeah, I'll head off in a minute, guys. But thank you everyone for joining in. Seriously, if you've got anything you want to put in chat, then do that. I'm going to be on for a few more minutes. At least. My channel update 12th of March 2024 or 2025. I posted that literally just for myself. That's unlisted. But it was just like documenting what I was doing at the time. So there are stuff, you know, videos like that. I don't think I have the same banner or anything anymore. Or do I? Oh no, I do. Is that when I just set it? Because this used to be my profile picture, but maybe I just made it into my banner instead. I made this my profile picture. I don't really like this one, but I don't know, it's not too bad. I might change the name of my channel again to this. I don't know. I'm thinking of going camping in America, guys. And that might be the way I actually get back to, you know, to go out there again. So we'll let you know how I'm thinking, you know, what I'm thinking about that. And probably vlog it if I do go. Be amazing, because you go camping, you work at a summer camp for half a season, and then you travel, which is what I wanted to do anyway. I already talked about this, didn't I, last night? I just remembered that. Starting TikTok? The podcast was a good idea. I just needed to be doing more stuff, so I will bring Untitled back, because it was a good idea, a decent name for a podcast. I liked the artwork for it. I think it's still, well, it definitely is still up on Apple Podcasts, because I didn't take it down, unless it took itself down. But yeah, I thought it was a good idea. There we go. It's still there. I'll bring this back. I will bring this back. Just not yet. Got to actually be doing more stuff. Clearly, it just made no sense to record at the time. It was too distant from actually doing anything in my life. Like I didn't have anything to talk about. So anyway, happy high pitched voice, but now every year has dropped so hard it's like a gravelly bloat. Yeah, literally. Can't believe you actually had the motivation to post. I'm so jealous of it. Took me a long time. A lot of years. I used to just do it naturally. I just used to record videos as a kid. That was, and I still have that. But then when I actually, it's the thinking about the actual, you know, strategy of posting to YouTube that grinds me to a halt. It's like, this is the style of video you're supposed to make, but I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So it just ends up, you know, I don't end up posting anything like that because of it. But yeah, the voice thing is weird. I do kind of pitch my voice down normally when I'm on camera anyway, because it's just sounds better. But I remember when my voice started to get lower, it was crazy. Like when I was like 13, 14, I was like, I could, you know, narrate those TV commercials with like the, you know, it's like coming next spring. And I thought it was so low, but it was like massively higher than it is now. I always wanted to go YouTube, and of course I had to choose the hardest type of content, so I quit. You should do on-camera videos if you're comfortable with it. Or if not, recording stuff on the other side of the camera, or something else, you know, informational. Like I used to make like I did kind of like a news, tech news kind of channel, and like pop culture news channel, I think it was. I don't know, but it was like all just like it wasn't animated, but like I kind of made slides and stuff and put background music to it in like 2020. So there's loads of different types of stuff you can do. Mate, I'm well chopped. Well, not only I'm sure you're not, but also it doesn't matter anyway, does it? When you're on camera, I guess. I don't know. It's never really been a thing. Like YouTubers, you know, they go on camera either way. You know, they get big either way. Yeah. I had something I wanted to respond to. I can't remember what it was. I was distracted then. There we go. I can't. I think I actually answered. I actually read the comment. Yeah, I'm so glad I got my internet back because. Well, it's the same with me. I mean, I'm just like massively lanky naturally. I've no, muscle mass or anything. So that's why I'm working out. Like, I look a lot better when I'm not full frame. You know, my arms are like, genuinely, you can fit my fingers around my wrist. I'm that thin. It's not great. But yeah. So I did the exact same thing. It does make a difference when you work out and stuff. And it's not just working out, it's just like taking care of yourself and stuff. You dress better and you do certain things. Really helps out. I'm getting distracted now. Why am I on Facebook? Why am I looking through? I think it's because I got this post and I want to respond to it, and it's like in the back of my mind. I'm like, I want to look at it again because I haven't. It's not sorted. It's not. I've not responded to it, liked it, and made a comment because it's a post about me. Like I'm tagged in it, and like, I just need to get it out of my mind. It's just yeah. Anyway. So, what did everyone think of the latest Certified short video? By the way, I didn't even think about Certified, but because you're here in the chat, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Like that stream was pretty funny. Obviously, I'm not expecting you to have watched the stream, but the clip was pretty funny, even though it was like a bit borderline. I didn't know if we were going to get cancelled for it. But anyway, there we go. And also, we did see your comment as well, FT, on that page on Certified, so we may do that. Your idea, or something similar to it. But we just haven't recorded anything for a long time. Or we hadn't. We posted something recently, but that was the only thing. But yeah. I'm definitely going to do this more. I wasn't even planning on streaming tonight, but I was planning on streaming soon. You know, when I had the motivation, it just happened to be tonight, even though I only streamed last night. I wonder how the last one turned out. I do hope it's not gone anywhere. Sam's iPhone has 20% battery remaining. Well, that's why I have a charger. And so there's no excuse for the phone dying. I can never get to this though. Don't know why, but it's always in a really awkward position. There we go. Hold on a minute. Where the hell is the other live stream video? What the fuck? Where's the other live stream video? There's no way, man. Where did it go? Part 2's privated. Was I live streaming a privated thing all of last night? Well, it's up now. I genuinely thought YouTube had deleted it. I was streaming to myself all night. Crying out loud. At least the video exists. Unless it doesn't. It was fine. Oh my god. I was streaming to myself. Had even less chance of getting any views than usual. Oh my word. There we go though, it is up. I think I took one of them down. I'm glad I didn't delete it because I meant to delete one of the videos. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, the video is up now. So that's good. That's good. But yeah, it's almost the end of the night. I don't want to end the live stream because then it's just like the whole day's over. I know, OMG just swore. I don't think, you know, content creators should do it all the time, should swear all the time. It's just like, there's no need for it, but at the same time, you know, people do. I think we do quite a lot on Certified. But yeah. I can't remember what I was going to do. What's everyone thinking about the about Donald Trump being in the country? I had something in my head. I just can't remember. What I was going to say or do. Oh yeah, it was about this. I was like, I don't want to end the live stream just yet. That was literally what it was. I know you're going to hate me, Sam. What are you going to say? But I like that. Oh no, I don't hate you for that. I'm not a massive, you know, woke liberal. I don't. I've always had a soft spot for him myself. I don't think everything he does is right and is good. But I do think that people, the fact that people overblow the guy, and everyone calls anyone that he's the president of the United States. He's elected the president of the United States, right? Everyone is supposedly stupid, and the only people that like him are people that are university educated and all these different things that are really smart. When in reality, it just makes them seem really stupid for thinking that that's the case. And, you know, and just tarring him with the same brush of he's a terrible person, always he can do nothing right. Just makes them seem really undiscerning. I've got to get tickets on the 18th, seriously. First tour. Access and O2 priority for the win. I don't have that. That's the one time that I was like, I really I regretted being on EE a little bit. School is just filled with wokeness, honestly. University is, but I noticed it hugely during high school. Hugely. It came up. It started to come about, and it didn't really exist. But it started to come about in 2020, 2021. And that's when it really ramped up and you noticed it. And like, it went from being like, okay, this is all right, like good wokeness, to being like, this is insane. What are you teaching us right now? Why are you telling us this stuff as if this is fact? yeah, you do have to just shut your mouth and pretend you agree. And I think it's bad because at least at university you can choose to go to that course, but you can't choose what you're taught when you're forced to go to school. So I do think that, I think genuinely, education should be free of politics as much as possible. It can't be completely, but as much as possible, right or left. I think it should be politically, like, apolitical. It shouldn't have anything to do with that, and it did become that, and people wonder why all these idiots are voting for people like Donald Trump, and people want Nigel Farage because Keir Starmer, and I genuinely rooted for the guy, is pretty hopeless. This is what I was talking about yesterday. He's just not doing anything that the majority of people want, I think. You think you've got the worst of it? I think it's been worse, because I think the pendulum's going the other way now. I think it's starting to get less bad. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. I mean, we had a lot of stuff that I just was just like, this is insane. And it has definitely, I've met a lot more people since that have been like at the time, it was weird, it was bad to go against it. And I didn't, for a lot of the stuff, I didn't actually go against a lot of the stuff at the time. But then I kind of woke up again. And I was like, you know, this is not a good idea to kind of think some of these things. Just go along with them. But yeah. They sneak it into everything. I'll tell you what, it was in a lot of English. I had it. I don't know what your experience was, but I had it in English, sociology, and media. And they were my only 3 A-level subjects. And then for GCSE, it wasn't as bad. Like, it wasn't really a thing at the time. Like, media, maybe a little bit, but even then, it just wasn't really that bad. Like, say, like 2019, early 2020, it wasn't really a thing. They hadn't really sunk into it, because a lot of teachers, what they don't realise, they don't need to be teaching everything politically. They don't have to make everything have a political message. It's sad. And it's sad that even after everything that's happened this past year, some teachers still think they need to enforce that on kids. And that the education system is that way. RE, well, I mean, that will be, won't it? Drama, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the history will be very revisionist now. It'll be like, very kind of looking back on all the wrongs of the past. Women's rights in geography. I'm not surprised. They're probably talking about women's rights in Kenya or something. Then you can, like, intersect it. I'm going to get cancelled, but it's just silly. Some of these things, how they just bring them into certain subjects. You don't need to be, you're at school to learn about something completely different. You're in geography to learn about geography. You're not in geography to learn about how race interacts with gender, interacts with location. And that is now geography. It's nothing to do with rock formations and places in the world. It's just a bit sad. I remember, like, the extent to which, like, all that kind of thing, LGBT and everything, was shoved down our throats in, like, 2016 when I started high school. It just wasn't really a thing. There was posters on the wall, like the Stonewall posters. I think they still have them up in loads of high schools, where it's like, some people are gay, get over it. But it wasn't really a massive thing. People just kind of got on with everything and they didn't mind anyone. But then they started going on about, like, I remember my old geography teacher, this is why I think about it, he had a MacBook Air with the glowing Apple logo, and it was like the LGBT, like the stripes. It was hilarious. Everyone found it funny, because he was just really out there and flamboyant. But yeah, and then it just wasn't so funny anymore. We have one of those too. Wait, what? What was it? the teacher. They just started taking it way too seriously. All these different things. And in 2020, everything was very heightened, all these tensions and stuff. So it made sense why it went that way. But it went way too far, too quickly. There was a lot of racial tension and stuff. And if you looked at it through the lens of there's a lot of racist stuff happening, then you could say, you know, this is all, you know, there's a load of bad stuff that's going on in the world that is racist. But at the same time, you can't just say that for everything. You can't just say that for every, you know, LGBT thing, and you can't just go, there are a million genders and all these different things. That was crazy. I remember having a discussion about that in science, and it was like everyone laughed about it. But then a few years later, in like 2020, people were actually, like 2019, it started to become fringe. 2017, 2016, it was just something we laughed about because it was on Piers Morgan. And in 2020, it was like, oh, okay, this is actually a thing. People are actually doing this. When I remember it being LGBTQIA++, I think, and now, and obviously there are a million other ones. LGBTQIPSAA++. There you go. I'm over it. I think it's all, you know, I respect everyone, but at the same time, don't patronise people. Don't shove things in people's throats on either side. Irritates me when, you know, God-fearing Christians, and I am Christian myself, or, you know, that's, you know, what I am most aligned with. You know, they just shove that down people's throats as well. There's aspects of it that I would identify with, but you don't have to shove anything down anyone's throat. But I definitely am more right-wing than left-wing nowadays. Centre-right, probably. And it never even was that way. I think it turned a lot of kids, the whole adolescence thing, I haven't seen it, but I think it kind of misses the point, but at the same time, it, you know, it makes a point, which is kind of valid. But yeah, it's it kind of just says that everyone, you know, kids looking at conservative stuff is bad, which is not entirely the case. Why can't you be? But yeah, you know, obviously extremist right-wing stuff and extremist conservatism is not good for kids. But like, this is something, I don't know if you agree with this, but when I was looking at Andrew Tate clips, because he was massive when I was 17, I didn't take him seriously. No one I knew took Andrew Tate seriously. We thought he was funny, and we thought some of the things he was saying were true. You know, like working hard and all those kind of things. And now, all of a sudden, it's like a massive, horrible adolescence thing that people looked at Andrew Tate, even though they thought they didn't take him that seriously. It's just extremism, man. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like a thing where I'm like, there's a possibility, you know? And I think it's probably more than a possibility, but who knows? We'll never know. And I was also christened. So I'm saying Christian. I swear that's like an Office thing that's like stuck in my head. That's the way Michael Scott says it or something. But yeah, it's so I am already christened. Right, I'll go off at 11 o'clock, by the way, guys. This is actually so much better using this camera. Oh, look at that blurred background. It's amazing. So cool. Where's my phone gone? Oh, where's my phone gone? I'm recording with it. Where's my other phone then? Because I was looking for that earlier, wasn't I? I don't know. But yeah, it's just a shame. You know, I'm not going to get political on this YouTube channel. It's probably something that I won't mention almost ever again. Well, I will every so often, but not often at all. Because it's just not something, you know. But at the same time, I do think that people have got to be a lot more sensible, and they've got to have reasonable debate. The Charlie Kirk thing, I didn't actually mention that. I saw your comment. It was horrible what happened to him. Genuinely, it was awful. I made loads of posts about it, not on YouTube. But it was genuinely, it was horrible. And I was in shock because I thought he'd survived, so did my brother. Yeah, just awful. I know a lot of people that I wasn't sure how they'd take it. You know, pretty much unanimously, you know, it's been, everyone just thinks it's horrible because, you know, nobody should try to attack anyone, and to actually try to kill someone, it's just awful for their political views. It's just awful. I genuinely, I couldn't get over it for a few days. I was like, this is just, what is this world? And it's going on the left as well. There's people dying over on the left wing. It's no good. Computing, PE, English, Spanish, PSHE. I did all of those at one point. I didn't do Spanish for GCSE, but I did it later on. It's like a module. Computing GCSE was good. I hated PE. PSHE is going to be either women's rights or trans rights. Yeah. We had a lot of that stuff for PSHE. It's just a bit of a stupid lesson anyway, PSHE. I don't remember it being so pointless. It wasn't like ideology driven at one point as much, or I don't remember it being. PSHE was actually kind of fun. It was kind of just like learning to get on better with your classmates. But then it just became like where they can just like shove an agenda down your throats. It wasn't great. I didn't mind it too much because like it was a free lesson, but at the same time, my PSHE was right at the end of the day, on one of the days where if I didn't have it, I would have been able to just go home. So I was like, oh, I cannot be bothered for this. Like this, new website could expose over 50,000 people accused of celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. I think it's awful. People that celebrated it, I think they should be getting sacked from their jobs and all of those different things. I think it's just brilliant to watch, but at the same time, I don't think putting them on a list is a good idea. It could actually put people at risk to a degree. But also, if you see someone's account online, just privately text their employer and say, they said this, because it's just terrible and they should get sacked for it. Right, well, I'm probably going to make a TikTok before the end of the night. If not, I will do it tomorrow. But I want to. It's just whether I'm going to make something decent. But I'll do that when I end the stream in a couple minutes' time. But yeah, it's honestly stuff like OnlyFans. Again, I don't want to go too crazy here talking about this stuff, because I could go on for ages and just go like down a rabbit hole. But OnlyFans, what good has that done for anyone in society whatsoever? And yeah, I'm pro-choice, but I don't like abortions in the sense that, you know, I don't want any baby to die, you know. But you know, in life, of if the mother's life is at risk, or their mental health even, or anything like that, I don't mind, you know, and I wouldn't step in their way anyway. But I saw an article today, and I haven't even thought about the abortion thing for ages, but Lily Allen had like 5 abortions over the course of her life, just treating them like contraception. And I was like, that is sickening. It's just sickening. I don't like it at all. And there are people like that as well, but again, they're on the fringes. But like loosening laws and stuff around it, as the UK are doing, it's just not gonna invite the right kind of things by doing that. But anyway, thank you for coming in. I don't know how we derailed onto this. I don't know how we got here. Next time I do a stream, I'll probably put it out as I was gonna say I'll make a post, but I'll probably just schedule it, because then I can just like have people click on waiting, you know, and you'll know when the time is. But I am spontaneous, so not all of them will be. But there was my 21st birthday stream, guys. In 1 hour's time, the day is going to be over, which is kind of crazy. That's why I was just kind of keeping the stream going for as long as possible. But here we are. I've not really got much else that I need to say on this, because I need to actually get on with some other stuff now. But yeah, it's been really good. It's been good talking to you again, FD. Thank you, Ro. Right, I will head off, and I will see you in the next video / stream. So, who I met one day literally on YouTube Live Shots. That was a mistake, that video. I think I made that live by accident. It might have been a different one. I think it was a different one. But the first live short thing I did, I got a load of like random people. And I did it by accident. I meant to do it as like a proper live, not a short live. But I did it in portrait, so I did it as a short live. And I wasn't expecting what happened at all. It was crazy. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.